Hello, hello. I think I'm live. I never know. I know this is a surprise live, flash live. Welcome to the flash live. No, I have been extremely busy this summer, way busier than I ever expected to be, and I miss going live. And quite honestly, this is gonna be super short. I just want to say hi and also speak to a comment that was made to me a couple months ago, actually, that has been really wearing on my mind. And I don't know why it bothers me so much. I do know why it bothers me so much, and maybe we can talk about that at the end. But here's the deal. First of all, hi, Amber Getter, Treat Yourself Fit. I know it's been quite a long time since we've gone live. I do plan on picking those back up here as soon as life calms down a little bit, although I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. It is what it is. Back in June, I got my hair cut, and it was the first time I had gone to this particular hairstylist, and she had made a comment that really irked me at the time, and I couldn't really put my finger on why, because it wasn't necessarily offensive in any way, shape, or form, and I didn't necessarily take it offensively in any way, shape, or form, but it's the fact that this sort of notion or idea floats around about like our physical bodies. So, and this was the comment. She said, "You have a CrossFitter's body. Do you do CrossFit?" And it seems super innocent. First of all, the answer is no, I don't do CrossFit. But second of all, what does that even mean? What does that even mean that I have a CrossFitter's body? And I wasn't sure, like, I still really don't know what that means. Is it because I have a little, like, some muscles? I'm not that muscular. Like, have you seen the top of the top? I mean, actually, we're going to talk about that. Point is that it's this idea that being something or engaging in some hobby that we like requires us or necessitates that we have to look a certain way. And that bothers me, because what I find is that most people limit themselves from doing stuff they want to do because they feel like they're limited by their body in some way. And most of the time, our bodies are not at all the limiting factor. It's our mind. Our mind is our limiting factor. It's the same, the response that I have to that sort of comment, like, "Oh, you have a CrossFitter's body." It's kind of the same response that I have to somebody who's like, "Oh, I've just never been good at mathematics," right? Or, "Oh, I've just never been good at running," or, "Oh, I've just never been good at athletics," or, "Oh," it's all the same. It's all skills, right? It's like we have to train ourselves and we have to practice ourselves. And there are a lot of things involved if you want to become better at something, but our bodies are not the limiting factor, right? It's our mind. That's our limiting factor. So I'm just going to go through and show you a few things. I threw this together today. Again, this has been weighing heavily on me, and I don't like it. Shouldn't bother me as much as it does, but it does. So let me just, I put this together super fast. Like, it's like, hold on. I don't want to share Facebook. That's not what I want to share. I want to share Canvas. Is that being shared? Anyway, so this is, you have a body. What will you do with it? Because here's the thing: if you have a body, you can do what you want to do with it. It might take some extra effort. Okay, it might take some practice, it might take some time and a lot of energy, but if you want to be a runner, please be a runner. If you want to be a CrossFitter, please be a CrossFitter. If you want to go climb mountains, please go climb mountains. You can. Again, our bodies aren't the limiting factor, it's our mind. So I was just going to go through a couple things really fast. So here is Tia-Clair Toomey, who is the best. She's just won again this year. She's a 6-time champion of CrossFit. And for me, when I think like CrossFit bodies, I think most people think of someone like Tia, who is like ripped from head to toe. She is clearly incredibly strong, very muscular. Okay, right? So maybe this is what people think when they think CrossFitter's body. But and again, she's the best of the best, one of my favorites. But then there's also people like Haley Adams, who placed 9th this year. She placed 5th last year in the CrossFit Games. She's an incredible athlete, very different body structure. She's much taller, much thinner, very competitive in the same exact sport, right? So very different body types. And they're still doing the same thing. And it comes down to like time and dedication and like your mindset, right? And like what you want to spend your time doing. And the third one, she's probably my favorite CrossFitter because I just relate to her so much. I call her the tank. Her name is Laura Horvath. Okay? Now, the reason I throw up here is like, you can't really necessarily see from these photos that I chose, but she has a softer body. She's not ripped from head to toe, something like Tia is, right? But she placed third this year. She placed second last year. She's an incredible athlete. And when you see her in comparison to the other women on the floor, she is by some standards larger than they are. And I don't mean that in any negative way. So please do not take it that way. This is me just trying to showcase that there are not specific body types in order to be a specific type of like athlete or to involve yourself in a specific type of movement. Right here, three very successful that's my water. Three very successful CrossFitters, and they all have very different body types. Okay. Same with runners. Okay, here is the winner of this year's Boston Marathon, right? And maybe this is when you think of a marathoner, you think of somebody like this, tall, slender. Okay, but here's the first woman, American woman, I believe, who crossed the finish line. Okay, she's not as slender. And again, not saying that she is unhealthy or unfit in any way, shape, or form. So please don't take that way. I'm just trying to say that there is no stereotype for being a certain type of whatever. Okay, here's another marathoner. She completed this year. Okay, here's a group of marathoners from the Boston Marathon. Now, I don't know if you know anything about the Boston Marathon, but to go to the Boston Marathon, you have to qualify, which means you have to submit qualifying times, which means you have to, by default, be a runner. You can't just get up out of bed and decide you're going to do the Boston Marathon. So every woman in this photo, whether they look like it or not, has to be a runner. Okay, and that's what I'm saying, is that our bodies are not the limiting factor. It's our mind. Okay, so if you're like, oh, I don't know, I just don't have the body for, yes, you do, if you want to. Does that mean you have to? No, I'm not saying you have to be a runner just because you have a body. That's not, I'm just saying, don't let your mind be the reason that you stop yourself from doing something that you want to do. Okay, for me, for example, my thing is I really like hiking. And I really want to hike mountains. Okay, that is my goal. I haven't put a lot of time and effort into it this summer, but it is definitely an ultimate goal of mine. And I'm not going to let my body limit me because I know I can do it. Okay, here are some other, runners, right? I am not at all a stereotypical runner body. I'm not tall. I'm not lean. I'm not slender. There's nothing long and lean about me. I'm short. I'm 5'4" on a tall day, and I'm stocky. I always have been. Okay, so this is me today. This is a picture of me today. But also, you know who was also a runner? Is this little lady, who that's me 10 years ago, who's much heavier. Okay, but I'm still running. This is me doing the ski to sea in Bellingham 10 years ago now, 11 years ago, 2011, right? I wasn't at my heaviest yet, but I certainly wasn't very fit then either, but I did run a lot. I was still a runner. Okay, and I was short and stocky then, and I did it anyway. Okay, here's another. So this is one of my best friends, Victoria. In my opinion, she has a runner's body. She's tall, much taller. I was trying to choose a photo where you could see how much taller than she is than I am. I think she's what, 5'10" maybe. But this doesn't depict it very well. The point is that in my opinion, she has like a stereotypical runner's body. She's tall and slender, and she kicks ass. But you know who's also a runner? This little lady, who is also Victoria. This is our first Ragnar together. I don't even remember, a couple years ago, maybe 2019. I'm not really sure. But notice that she's not as slender then, still a runner. Still a runner. So what I'm saying here is that stop trying to like compartmentalize what people should look like or what you can do because you do or don't look like this, that, or the other. Because if you want to do something, you can do it. You can do it with some time, dedication, practice, planning. You can do it. Okay, but your body is not your limiting factor. It's your mind. Here are some more amazing athletes. This is Sarah Robles. She was the weightlift. She won the Olympics in 2016. Okay, here is Louise Green. She's a marathoner. Okay, these are just bodies that break all the stereotypes because you can do what you want to do if you really want to do it. Okay, here is, I wrote down notes. This is Leah Gilbert. She's a triathlete. Okay, this is Krista Henderson. She also does triathlons. Okay, these are all people who are breaking the stereotypes, but they're doing it because they want to. And it's mind over matter at this point, right? Like they're conquering their bodies and they're overcoming these stereotypes because they want to. Okay, and this is really the message that I want to. And I'm not saying that you have to go out and do any of these things, but I want to encourage you to really take a hold of the things that you want to do and stop allowing what you appear to be, or what you maybe think are physical limitations. Don't let your supposed physical limitations stop you from progressing towards the goal that you want to do. And I know that that means that some of you have a lot of work to do if you want to hit a certain goal. Like I can't go climb Mount Rainier tomorrow. I don't have skill set, right? I need to go mountaineering. I need to get some more skills with the snow, especially. Like there's a lot of things that I have to learn to do that. So I recognize that I can't just wake up tomorrow and do that. But if it's something that I really want to do, then I can progress in that way. And the thing that's limiting me right now is my mind. Okay? And there's like a fear there for me that I have to overcome, but I still want to do it, so I'm going to do it. Anyway, it's just been weighing heavily on me recently, even though the comment was made, again, it was in June when I got my haircut, and the hairstylist was like, hey, you've got a CrossFitter's body, do you CrossFit? And for whatever reason, it just kind of set me off into this like whirlwind of like, what does it even mean to look like a runner, or to look like a CrossFitter, or to look like whatever it is, blank, right? We all come in different shapes and sizes, but here's the cool thing is that our bodies are amazing, and they're so capable of doing so many things. And so don't think that even that, oh, I forget her name, but that 70-year-old grandma who woke up one day, decided that she didn't feel good, and she started working on her fitness, and she's super buff. I should find her and post her in the group. It's amazing. Age is not a limiting factor. Your current state of health is not a limiting factor. There are things that we can do to help you progress towards any of these goals. Okay. But the one thing that like the biggest limiting factor in all of these things is right here. It's mindset. You have to believe that you can, and you have to be able to set yourself up and allow yourself to reach those goals through persistence. And so you can push through the pain and all of the things that stop us from kind of reaching the goals that we want to do. This is the problem, not this. Anyway, yeah, I do want to go live soon with another like informational thing. I think the next one might be supplements. I kind of went off on a tangent this last weekend at my tie-dye party on supplements, and a lot of misinformation out there about supplements. So maybe that one would be a good one to go through. If there is something that you want to learn about, if there's a topic that you'd really like me to cover, please let me know. I'm happy to do that. Taking requests. So drop that in the comments if there's something that you want to hear about or know about. But until next time, you guys eat more, eat well, eat happy. Love you. Bye.